So,
That interesting research to me. So some of these infrastructure protocols were highlighted as being the best bets because, according to the research, they're successful businesses. So we've got Ethereum with this deflationary fee burn mechanism, and almost $200 million in annualized protocol revenue. So Ethereum makes it to the top of the list. We've got Solana coming in number two. This is, as we all know, a high performance layer one, does have its problems, as they all do, but a high performance layer one, and generates, according to the research, 60 million in annualized protocol revenue. Now we got BNB also generates revenue, and Tron also generates revenue here. So the highest PS, we want the lowest PS. So the lower number is better. And Tron actually comes in with the lowest PS ratio. So maybe it's an interesting idea to swap into TRX on the Tron chain and then stake it for some yield. That could make some sense. And we're looking for these sustainable business models, right? That's really what we're looking for here. So the stablecoin issuers, these seem to be, just printing money. USDT Tether. So Tether, the company, almost $8 billion in annualized revenue. So that's a lot of money that they make that is not distributed to Tether holders. So that's just something to keep in mind here. And then by law in the United States, USDC, so holders of USDC are not allowed to earn yield on it. Like if you're just single holding it in your wallet, like it's illegal. That's my understanding of the Genius Act anyway, is that it's illegal for the issuers of stables to pass on that yield to the holders of those stables. So that simply means that the issuers, Circle, Tether, when Tether becomes compliant with the Genius Act, but for Circle, that these guys, they make a ton of money because they're holding treasuries, they're earning that cash flow, and they don't have to pass it on to holders of USDC. In fact, they're prohibited by law from doing so. So really, really good business there. Let's see here. So the DEXs, Uniswap was highlighted as, being a protocol that generates a lot of fees, but the vast majority go to LPs and not to holders of Uni tokens. So I'm just on the lookout for, protocol tokens where there's some value accrual mechanism. Like I've got to either see like some burn mechanism, or there's got to be some way for me to generate yield with that token natively, or it's just got to be a great business like Aave. So Aave has this sustainable net interest margin model and a PS ratio that's very, very low, and they generate a ton of revenue. So Aave, according to the research, is a sustainable business. And this is what I'm after. I'm after a sustainable business, but it's got to be more than that. Not only must it be a sustainable business, the protocol, there's got to be some way that those revenues are returned to token holders. So it's not enough that Aave is just a revenue generating business, and hopefully also a profitable business. That's not enough. There's got to be a mechanism by which those profits make it back to me as a token holder. And if that's not the case, then it's like, okay, well, then you're holding a meme, or you're holding some type of a governance token. And like, who wants to vote on governance proposals? Like, what's the point of that? Like, I would much, much rather, have some way of earning yield. Just something to keep in mind. The Oracle networks here. So Chainlink is the dominant Oracle network, and yet doesn't make much money. So just something to keep in mind. This is critical infrastructure, though. And let's continue on. So according to the research, these are the top 15 fundamentally sound protocols. And remember, take this with a grain of salt, but according to the research, this is the list here. So what do you guys think of these protocols here? We've got Ethereum, number one, Tron with its TRX token. We got BNB Chain with its BNB token. We got Solana, obviously, with Sol, Lido with its LDO token. and liquid staking protocol.